Shirdi Sai Baba, the eternal light. The winds whispered through the neem trees as the villagers gathered, their eyes tracing the path of a lone figure draped in white. He arrived like a celestial wanderer, silent, serene, untouched by the burdens of the world. His face bore no trace of time, only the deep, knowing gaze of a soul that had seen beyond the veil of existence. Shirdi had long known saints and sages, but Sai Baba was different. He did not seek temples or offerings. He did not demand devotion. He simply sat, beneath the sacred tree, in the temple courtyard, by the roadside, watching, listening, existing like an unwavering flame in the cold winds of human suffering. The first miracle, a touch without words. The first time the villagers witnessed his grace, it was not in the form of grand spectacle, but in the quiet, unshaken touch of his palm upon the head of a weeping child. The boy, fevered and fragile, had been abandoned by medicine alike. But Baba knelt beside him, placed his hand upon the child's brow, and whispered a prayer, not loud, not performative, but woven in the thread of eternity. By dawn, the boy ran through the village, his laughter scattering the shadows that once clung to his home. His mother fell to Baba's feet, tears spilling onto the dust, but Baba simply smiled, offering neither explanation nor claim to divinity. The wind carries healing, the soul carries faith, he said. That is enough. Fire and food, a saint who feeds the hungry. Sai Baba never refused the weary. He never turned away the poor. When food was scarce, he became the provider. His cooking was an offering, not just of nourishment but of love, poured into simple meals with the care of a guardian watching over his children. The villagers would bring grains, vegetables, sometimes barely enough to feed a few, but in Baba's hands, a handful of rice became a feast for hundreds. Serve without seeking reward, he said, stirring the pot of boiling lentils over the fire. Give without expecting. The hunger you feed today may not be yours, but one day, you too will be fed by hands unseen. The skeptic's test, the flame that never dies. Not all who approached him came with devotion. Some came with doubt, others with scorn, seeking to expose the illusion they assumed lurked behind his kindness. One such skeptic, an arrogant scholar, stood before Baba, arms crossed, his voice sharp like a blade. If you are wise, tell me, what is life? He asked. What purpose does suffering hold? Why do men chase faith when logic should suffice? Baba did not argue. He did not lecture. Instead, he reached for a clay lamp flickering beside him and placed it in the skeptic's hands. Do not blow it out, he said. Minutes passed. The skeptic watched the flame, conscious of every flicker, every movement of the wind. He held it tightly, afraid even the gentlest breeze might extinguish it. Why do you clutch it so carefully? Baba asked. Because it is fragile, the skeptic admitted. And yet you do not question its existence, Baba smiled. You do not ask why it burns. You do not seek the logic of its glow. You only protect it, knowing that light must endure. Life is the same. We do not demand its reasoning, we simply ensure that we do not let its flame die within us. The scholar fell silent. He placed the lamp back upon the ground, his doubt melting into reverence. Beyond death, the promise that echoes forever. Sai Baba never feared the passing of time. He did not grieve his aging form, nor lament the day his body grew weak. To him, the vessel was temporary, but the light within was eternal. When I am gone, Call upon me, he told his devotees, his voice unwavering. I shall hear you. I shall answer. And so, when his final breath came, the villagers did not weep as one mourns a loss. They sang his hymns, lit his lamps, and whispered his name, not in grief, but in faith. For Shirdi Sai Baba had never truly left. His presence lingered in the rustling leaves, in the crackling of temple flames, in the breath of those who called upon him. And in the hearts of those who believe, he still lives.